Hello friends on YouTube, thank you very much for tuning into your November readings. I'm hoping that October treated you very well, or is treating you very well if you're viewing this in October. Just going to look forward to seeing what my birthday month has in store for you. Just a quick note as well to say thank you so much for the support that I continue to receive. The emails, the likes, the subscriptions, the comments especially, the readings that people have asked me to do for them. I feel very privileged that you've asked me to read for you. Also for my lovely patrons on Patreon. Just thank you so much. Just out of interest, I would like to know if you like the current website design that I've done. I have a full array of readings now, including, seeing as we're now approaching the end of 2015, a 2016 year ahead reading. So this is going to be something very special. It's basically covering the entire 12 months of 2016, including any horoscope activity as well. So planetary alignments, astrology, very key things for you. It will cover those as well. So it's basically a tarot and astrology reading for 2016. So for more details on that, just look on the website. I still have my general readings available, video, Skype, email, those kind of things. And hopefully going to be making more updates to the channel, more tarot decks, more oracle decks, different things. Maybe some more daily draws, depending on if people respond to them very well. Also going to be doing, hopefully, some more little vlogs and things like that. I just want to be more interactive with you all. So keep a lookout. November's quite quiet, but it's a very strong energy, so I'm going to hopefully tap into that and see what's happening. It's almost like a very psychic, deep feeling, which is typical for Scorpio. So I'll just have a look at that for you. It's coming up in a moment. See the details below or appearing on your screen right now for how to get in touch, and I look forward to reading for you. Hello beautiful Cancerians, thank you for tuning into your November reading for 2015. For this month, I've been tuning into my guides and the general feeling of spirit. It's not one card per week, it's a general all-around card spread this month. So changing it up a bit, and we also got the Rider-Waite Tarot deck. Interestingly enough, when I first started reading many years ago, I did not like the Rider-Waite Tarot deck at all. I just couldn't read it. So I got the Gilded Tarot, which was much more to my taste. And I've only just started, you can say it's very pristine. It's not been used at all. But because my other decks have been very tired, it's just kind of come up that I need to use it. And it's given me a lot of pleasure to read this, actually, to read with these cards. I think it likes me now. Of course, we have the Oracle card, which represents the general message or overall theme for the month of November. I'm just going to have a look and see what kind of meanings that we're getting from these. So I will go in chronological order. I'll go with the first one. So we've got the Eight of Pentacles here, meaning that you may actually start November or have a feeling that November is going to bring a lot of hard work. And this is also coupled with the Eight of Cups. So I think by working hard, you are naturally leaving something behind you. You're figuring out what is going to work, what isn't going to work, figuring out the logistics, I think, of relationships and your work life. You can't work hard on both things. It's really not capable. If you're spending too much time at work and not putting enough into a relationship, you have to kind of take time away, You have to make sure that you are not just distracting yourself in work to, forget that you have relationship problems, and vice versa. You can't throw yourself into a relationship or looking for one if you're single because you are unhappy at work. I think one has to be dealt with, and then you can move forwards with the other. I do see that you're leaving something or putting a stop to something you're not happy with. So if there's an aspect of work where they're piling it on you, or just responsibility in general, if you're out of work and yet you still find yourself busy and you're not actually, you don't have time for yourself. That could be something that you need to draw a line under and say, no, I'm sorry, I need a break, I'm not doing all of this all the time. Similarly, I do see that you are beginning to get back what you're giving out. So that's represented by the Six of Cups. So we've got a very emotional feel overall for it, and which is, typical. Being a Cancerian, you may have your fair share of emotions and trying to deal with certain aspects of your relationships. And, I think relationships in a sense, family, friends, romantic relationships. If you're recently broken up from somebody, I think this is the start of your healing process. There is a feeling, again, of putting the past behind you, and if you've been hard on yourself about how something happened, you may finally get the release needed, because I think you will actually get advice from somebody else who says, look, you don't have to do this to yourself. You didn't do anything wrong. I kind of get that feeling of moving forwards, not backwards, not staying still. You're going to gradually make the baby steps necessary to overcome whatever has befallen you in the past. Befallen you in the past. And this is all about creating something. This is, we have the world here, which is basically can represent a finish line. So I think also it can represent how you're going to find yourself in the world. Where is your place in the world? What's going on for you? Where do you see yourself? Actually, I think this is also a sign that people are going to start coming back into your life, or you're going to want to reappear in others. Because it's weird enough, I was thinking about an old friend, or a friend of my mother's, and we get news about her from time to time, but she's basically disappeared out of everybody's life. And she's a Cancerian, and she'd moved on. She'd got her, I think she'd divorced and then remarried, and then all this kind of stuff. And we kept getting, tidbits of information back from mutual friends. And I think a few days ago, I actually had a friend request from her on Facebook. No message, just a friend request. And I was very surprised, because I would have thought she would have asked my mother, but she asked me. And I think this is kind of a thing. And I've just recently found out, just before that she'd become pregnant with her new husband's child. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe she wants to reconnect. But I think this is going to be happening for a lot of you in November. If you're reappearing in other people's lives, or if they're reappearing in yours, this is significant. I think it's either for you to put the past behind you and move on, or it's to put closure on something, even if it's, family related. This isn't just romance, this is anything. You're going to have people come back into your life to kind of close the chapter, and then you can start writing the next one, with or without them involved. So it's going to be a very odd time, I think, really, with people flitting in and out of your life, because you're going to be probably very busy with different aspects of things, and also you're going to try and find your place in the world. I do see travel here. For some reason, I see Spain, or an old Spanish type town, something with a lot of history, maybe some links to mountains, or something like, I think they're called fintas or something like that. There's something like a Spanish connection here. Latin America, that kind of thing. I get something about that. Not just because of the Spanish feel of the Six of Cups either. There is an element here of trying to work things out and move forwards in the right direction. And they're getting. Okay, so somebody's writing something down. You need to look at communication. You need to look at how things are meaning to other people, how you are expressing your message, basically. You need to understand how people perceive you, but not necessarily give a toss, to put it bluntly. You don't have to be very sensitive about what other people think of you this month, because those people coming back into your life, you've changed just as much as they have. You don't have to worry about how they see you, because they weren't there to show you adapt and change. So yeah, That's basically the message that's coming back about reoccurring people. So you're going to have a lot of walking away, a lot of closing to do, but a lot of rewards from certain aspects. I think even if it's, oh, I told you so, having the opportunity to go, I told you that was going to happen. That's good. I mean, I don't like saying I told you so as much as I like hearing it. From other people. It's horrible to say and it's horrible to receive, but I think you can have an opportunity to do that to somebody. Just try and do it in a nice way. Don't really lord it up over somebody, I think they understand how they mucked up, basically. But I do see here in the Oracle card, Dreamtime Creation. This is a wonderful time for you to actually step back from something and enable yourself. And by enabling yourself, I do mean looking into your history, looking into travel, how you connect with the world as a whole, and trying to get actually the message through properly. When I actually invite guides in and I invite kind of spirit to give me things, they really make it complicated. They don't say it properly. All they do is they give me messages in visions and random things, like they could show me a bunny rabbit and I'd have to read into that. Well, they're not showing me a bunny rabbit now. What they're showing me is kind of a globe. And the way that they're showing me this globe is almost like the spinny wheel on an Apple Mac. And I think it's just waiting. It's, I hate the spinning wheel on Apple Macs, that's why I don't use them. But it's almost like the wheel is turning. It is stalling, yes, for now, but you will find an opportunity within this world that you are creating for yourself. You're still in a build-up stage. Even if you're retired, you're still building up. You are in control of your little world bubble. You're in control. So it's now time to unleash a lot of creative energy. If you're working too hard, or if you're throwing yourself too much into either relationships, friendships, or work to ignore something that you don't want to deal with, you have to stop that and deal with it, because then you will be free to create, basically. So I hope that helps you for November. Really looking forward to reading for you. Oh my lord, the next one's December. That's ridiculous. If you'd like me to do a personal reading for you, just check out the ways to email me, contact me. I've got email, video and Skype readings at this point in time, as well as a 2016 astrology and tarot forecast. So that's new for 2016. Well, you can buy it now and it's basically for 2016. And it just gives you an overview of what to expect, just in case you're interested in what the year has to show. So that's available on my website. As I say, I hope you like the website. I've also got a donation button on there, just in case. And also, thank you for supporting me on Patreon. Thank you for subscribing, commenting, liking, all that kind of stuff. Because it really does, again, make me really happy to connect with everybody and hear how everybody's doing. It's just that kind of feeling, It's a really good giving back feeling that I get, that I'm actually doing some good on here. So yeah, let me know how things go for you. Really can't believe it's almost December. It's my birthday in November, so I already can't believe I'm 1 year older already. But take care of yourself. Let me know how things go for you, lovely Cancerians. And take care. I'm repeating myself because I keep thinking that I've forgotten to say something. Anyway, I will read for you in December, and watch out for yourself.